Hello, everybody, and welcome to 20th Century Rescue. It's a late vlog tonight. It has been a heck of a weekend where finding things is concerned, and I've got Friday off and Monday off, and I just have had a lot of fun this weekend buying stuff. So one thing I'm really excited about is that I got a new desk, and it's the kind of desk that I've always wanted. It's small. It's mid-century. It's curved. It's cool. So if you want to see this mid-century desk by the Big Rapids Furniture Company out of New York, please go to my Instagram page, 20th Century Rescue, as well. Please follow me. I do follow back anybody who will follow me on Instagram who's a member of this growing group here. So I thank you all for being here. I am really excited about this desk, and was not expecting to find a desk. So the entire weekend, see where the stereo is? That's where my desk used to be. The old. Now that desk, which, shoot, I should post a picture of it as well, is designed by the famous Jan Kuipers. He's a designer out of Canada in the 50s and 60s, I believe. And I don't know if I have the exact name of the desk. It's a wave desk. The drawers are wavy, and they fit into each other, and so the whole front looks like a curved wave down. It is very narrow, and when I got it, I got that desk for $10 because this man had sent his kid to college, and the kid completely roached the top of the desk. I mean, cigarette burns, either he or his girlfriend scratched in the surface, "I love you" with a heart, and it's just, it needs to be restored. The problem with that being that the restoration will probably cost more than the desk would ever sell for in original excellent condition. So, what to do? What to do? What to do? Look up Jan Kuiper's wave desk. It's one of those things where, I don't know what to do. I don't know whether to give it away, try to sand the top and match the color. I don't want to do that. I'm not a restorer. So, hey, comment below. What should I do with this thing? It would help if I posted pictures of it, and I suck at this editing stuff. I don't spend any time editing things. So, if I can add a picture to the end of it, I will. So I found this desk. First tag sale I went to. And I didn't even see it at first. It was piled full of stuff. It's in excellent condition. It's not mint condition, but it's excellent. It's blonde laminate with drawers on the left side and a built-in bookcase on the right, and a raised platform, which is the desk. And it's beautiful. I am in love. Then, before I saw that desk, there is a beautiful, now Art Deco China cabinets don't go for a lot anymore, and they're not very popular, which is why this was marked as free. And it's one of the finer ones you will ever see, with a marquetry on top, banding on top in that olive and gold color. Very Art Deco. The bottom has veneer, which of course is chipped. And somebody did a really bad repair job, or not even, they didn't even attempt to repair it, they just covered it up with some paint. So, whatever. And I think maybe they did that to maybe paint and glue so it wouldn't keep chipping. So for that, I thank them. And so that was that tag sale. And these people here in Seymour, Connecticut, were just having a tag sale, and the china cabinet with 2 drawers on the bottom that are wood, and 2 glass tops without any of that cutout wood framing in the window, which is probably which probably had, come to think of it. They delivered. They delivered to me. They didn't want any money for it, but I gave them $40 for taking it, both pieces, in their 4x4 and bringing it down to me. So thank you. You know what? I don't even know their last name. But so we went. My friend Nancy and I went on to another tag sale, which was awful. You know, the kind where they've got boxed stuff that's brand new and a lot of tacky kids' toys. Sorry, anybody who's got young kids, but I just, even when my kid was yet young, I hated it. So, well, he was a boy, so he didn't have a lot of plastic. You know, it was a lot of girly stuff. Sorry. It makes me shiver. I suppose if I had had a daughter, then I would be in love with the stuff, because that stuff comes with memories. But I wasn't sure I wanted to take that cabinet, because, you know, when you see something you love and appreciate and it's for free, you think, maybe I'll keep it. Well, I texted back to her and I said, I think I better let it go. You know, I didn't know, I just don't have the room here, and I knew this desk, changing out desks would be a big deal, because in this apartment you bring in one thing and everything has to shift. So the old desk is actually in the bathroom at the moment, and it fits. But so she said, I said, you know, if it doesn't go, that's fine. I'll still take it. But if it does, don't feel bad about it. It's free. Somebody might want it. But it ended up, I got it, and I have another friend down the street who owns an antique store, and so we brought it over to her antique store, polished it up as best I could. Which reminds me, I didn't have any Wayman's furniture wipes. If you have some old furniture, I got a hutch. It was a literal trash find. It was by the trash. It wasn't in the trash. And it was black. And it turned out to be, I mean, you could pretty much tell it was probably hard rock maple. And it was. But it was black. And Wayman's wipes come in these plastic jars like the stainless steel wipes do. It took 3 of those, and you keep rubbing and rubbing and rubbing and rubbing, and eventually the black and the dirt just rolls right off of the wood and leaves the finish. So if you all have dirty furniture, or pick up something that seems like it's a total loss, that's Milo. Get Wayman's furniture wipes. This is not a paid advertisement. They're not sponsoring me, but it's worth it if you can find it. If not, order it online. So second tag sale rotted. And then we went to a tag sale. Well, it was really labeled as an estate sale. And why don't I go by the order of which I found things here? I was going to do something else first, but the first thing I found, you know, the small backyard, and I hadn't gotten inside the house yet. So the first thing I found, was this. I don't know who made it yet. I've been so busy this weekend. I was so exhausted yesterday I could barely move. But this is, I'm sorry, the light in the background is probably interrupting. Let me put my head in there. Very pretty pink Art Deco etched lattice on top, and flowers in the middle, and a band on the bottom. And well, geez, that stands more than 12 inches tall, I think. Probably, well, exactly 12 inches. So it's very pretty. It's, what do you call this? Shoot, what's the name for this? The shape, kind of corset base. Almost, well, yeah, it's the closest I can term to it. Now it does have some manufacturer occlusions. One here, I don't know if you can see it, right there, that looks white, and there's one on top, yes. And it's odd, I've never seen a white occlusion before, if that's the right word. Again, I got to put my head in the so I mean it's a manufacturer's defect, and I don't think it takes away from it at all. So that was the first thing I found, and then I found this. Marlo, get down, get down, yeah, get down. Yeah, try having a lot of glass with a cat. This, I don't know if you can see it. It's Libby. It's in its original box, and I actually, for some reason, it came with another underplate. So there are two underplates, which will, the other one will be sold separately, but it comes with the center dip thing and 5 emerald green relish. This is called a relish set. So there's 5 of those. No chips, no cracks, no damage whatsoever, unless I put them in the wrong stacking position. And the underplate, which is quite large. It's got to be, what, 14 inches? Let's see how good I am at guessing. 14 inches. Okay, so it's a guy thing. There you go. So you've got this, and if anybody is missing, you could use this as a serving platter. There is another one of these, which is not going to be included in this set, because who wants two? Unless you really do, you can ask. But this is the second thing I found. Then I went into the house, and it was an unremarkable house in a not so great neighborhood. And this lady collects glass. And I think maybe it was Friday or Saturday night before I went to bed, I thought, you know what? I feel like I'm going to find some American Brilliant this weekend. Just a feeling. Well, I picked up, she had a display case, I wanted to see something, and she took it out. And I hadn't realized it was one of those cut crystal bowls on those sort of brass gold tone stands that are kind of tacky. One of which I have for sale with the candle holders, but it's pretty enough that I got it. This, I wasn't interested in another one of those, and I put it down, and I saw this, but I didn't. I'm doing this in order of decision making of my process. I saw, and you'll see this. It's a 3-piece Italian bowl set. I put it down. The cabinet's over here, and it's a room stuffed full of stuff. The coffee table's covered, and the floor is covered. And so I put it aside, sort of between 2 tables, so I wouldn't knock it over. And I didn't want to put it back in the cabinet by myself, because she had closed the cabinet up. And I saw, I guess it was a green weekend. I saw these 2 beautiful cut to clear green American Brilliant colognes, and I said, that's what I want. There's 2 of them. Now, interestingly enough, I thought they were cruets, and then when I went to my trusty Facebook group, they said they were colognes. I'd never known men had separate cologne bottles. Why not? And then, of course, it occurred to me, you idiot, cruets have handles. These aren't cruets. Now, this is what I was kind of worried about, is this gold top. It is glass, but it's marked at the top. Well, this is glass, but it's marked sterling. I thought, you know, did some blankety blank person paint this gold? I hope not. I really did. So I went immediately, when I realized that these might be painted, I went onto my Facebook page. I would have gone anyway to find out what they are. And it turns out, number one, I did find out that they are pear point. Shoot, the name of the pattern, Cambridge. Cambridge? Cambridge. And this is hand cut right here and up here. And they're, you know, I swear a lot, so I'm trying hard not to say what I really want to say, but they're they're beautiful. And they are not for sale. I'm not going to sell those. I collect American Brilliant. And I never considered for 1 second that I would come across green. You know, I always thought, well, red, which I'm always suspicious of, you know, because I still don't know a lot about American Brilliant, especially cut to clear. I know next to nothing about it. So I bought these thinking more likely than not American, hoping they would be American and not Czech. And there's this one guy in this group, anything with circles, oh, it's Czech, it's Czech. Well, buddy, come on. Be quiet. So there is an argument in this, not an argument, there was a discussion back and forth in this string about whether these are painted or gilded, because they did gild. After I thought about it for a few minutes, I realized, yes, these could be gilded sterling silver. And looking at this under a loop, now there's wear marks here. I don't know if you can see, it's darker. Yeah, darker right there. Paint doesn't wear that way, number one. And number two, you probably won't be able to notice, but there's no paint strokes. There's no brush strokes. And the bottom is perfectly, I mean, somebody would have had to do a really, really fine job of painting this. So we do think this is gilded sterling silver. And if anybody has any way of testing this, I don't know, is there a goldometer out there that would, well, it would probably detect the silver, not the gold. But also, yeah, so, and it works with the green and the gold. It makes sense. So these are my babies, and there's some cloudiness in there because I wash them and they take forever to dry inside. So that is my thrill of the weekend. I almost feel like crying, but I won't. And it's 9:30 at night and I'm drinking coffee. 9:36, yep. Cheers. I've been up since 3 a.m. I did manage to take a nap without somebody knocking on my door. I've got nice neighbors. Who? Tom, knock knock. So, what I got next was this. Actually, shoot, I forgot the first thing I bought this weekend, but I'll show you that later. And not at a tag sale, that was at a thrift store. So this, I don't know if you can properly see this or not, and I don't know if I can properly show you without breaking it. Probably not. But let me show you. So this is the inner. You're not going to be able to see the striations in the glass very well, I don't think. How do I do this? So it's a 3 bowl set. It is the what is it called? Ooh. Lavorazione Arte Murano. Now, this is not Murano glass. It is made in Italy, and so it will not be, of course, advertised as Murano, but Murano is on the label, and therefore it will have that in the title. This piece, now I don't know, you know, I guess it's just a decorative art bowl set. The small one is 4.5 inches high actually almost 5 at its highest, and well, 5 3/4 or so in diameter. The medium one is almost 15.5 inches in diameter, and about what, 6 inches tall? 4.5. And the big one, which is just beautiful, it reminds you of the marbling inside the old books. It's not going to come through at all. Sorry, don't know how it's, there you go. It's creams and almost like that orangey color in agate, you see, the striations in agate. And this baby is probably, what, 16? Actually 15 and, no, 16 inches in diameter. So these will be sold as a set. And as I said, they are not Murano glass. They are made in Italy. I hear in doing some research that they were mostly popular and done in the 70s, though I have to do some more research to find if they're more recent. But this is a foil label. Do they still use foil labels? There's some like bubble thing here, which is natural to the glass, and here. I don't know if that's purposeful or not. No, I don't think it would be purposeful. But it's a beautiful set. I wish I could show it to you on camera, but it looks like a lotus almost. A lotus flower all put together, and you could of course put flowers in the center. So that looks really good on my tessellated table. Can I show you? Can you see? Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't look very good on the camera. Too bright in here. The lighting. I have to practice my lighting. And I think the last thing is actually the first thing I bought, and this is very pretty. It's the sound of this is incredible. It's a very deep. It almost sounds like a metal ping. It's very, very deep. This is a Villeroy Bosch. You do see them online quite often, and it is a candelabra. There is only one, but for the center of a table you only need one, unless you've got a very large table. It is etched, stamped on the bottom, Villeroy Bosch, and there are no chips on this, believe it or not. And notice the stars are a little bit not perfect. I mean, they're designed this way, so they're a little bit, I guess, modern. I don't know how you'd call it. It's a 6-point star, but not quite a full-blown star. Just beautiful. So these are my finds this weekend. It was a largely a glass weekend, except for this beautiful desk that I'm sitting at. So I'm sorry for the late vlog. It has been exhausting. I just had to pack up 2 lamps. I have one more to pack up, and a painting. Oh, let me show you what the painting sold. This might not be everybody's style, but it is a heavy palette knife, sunflowers in a tiki mid-century frame by an unknown artist, and I have always loved this. And you know, as soon as I take something out of my storage closet and put it up on the wall, it seems to sell. So this is going to go out this week. The artist, I've never been able to discover who it was, but I absolutely love it, and it sold. And then the mid-century honeycomb lamp that everybody likes on my Etsy page, Etsy shop, sold. And a Capodimonte lamp. Now, funny story, today I have two Capodimonte lamps. One's pink and the other is not pink. It's greens, golds, everything, pink, red, yellow, whatever. And I boxed the wrong one. Oh my God. When I realized that, I just wanted to shoot myself. But as luck would have it, these two lamps are, I think they're identical size, height rather, and almost exactly the same weight. So I turned the box over, slid up the bottom, took out the lamp, which is now wrapped, which is great, the pink one, and then reinserted the correct lamp with no change to the label. So that was a Hail Mary that was pretty well answered. So you all have a great week. I have tomorrow off, and I will probably be posting some of this stuff. None of it is posted as yet. I haven't done any pictures except for something I got last week, that mod. Did I show you this? Did I show you this? I think I did. Maybe I did. I don't remember. Did I show you this? Please tell me if I showed you this. I don't remember. But it is already listed. And I put sunflowers in it, and I will... Is it listed? No, it's not listed. Because I just... Honestly, I wanted to see in a mid-century group if anybody had ever seen anything like this. And I think there was probably... This might be... I don't know. It's a vase. So I think it's missing a glass insert of some sort for pictures, for flowers, and I put those sunflowers that are right here in this and took some pictures for staging purposes, and it's wonderful. The greens and the golds and the browns, way Danish mod, mid-century, and you could use it as a base for a lamp. I suppose you really could. I'm just trying to figure out what to price it for. I think probably, it's light. There is a nick to it somewhere. Where's that nick? Right there, which, you can use some cover up on it if you want. And honestly, I don't know what kind of wood this is. I don't know. Walnut. The ends are, well, one is really rough. None of them are really finely sanded down here, but you don't notice. This is a striking piece. I'd say somewhere between 25 and 35. If you want it, if you want any of these things except the American Brilliant, let me know. Comment below. Please please follow me on Instagram as well. I used to be on Twitter, and I got sick and tired of it, all the politics and stuff, so I'm no longer on Twitter. And Instagram, within the antique vintage world is pretty apolitical, so I'm a lot less stressed on that one. So you all have a great evening, and this is Tom from 20th Century Rescue. You have a great week. Bye-bye.